Hey everyone, today Bethesda made a post earlier discussing a few changes and events that are coming our way. I felt this would be a great chance for you all to take a look at some of the footage I recorded and we could discuss if the changes are great or not. The adjustments that we will be looking at will be the public event changes, a new Mothman seasonal event, and then finally we'll take a look at the new legendary effects and the disappointment about it, which you should definitely know about what's really sad about that. But I'll hold off onto that and let's just continue on. Let's start off with the public event changes. There are certain events that are going to be adjusted so that it can become more enjoyable to complete. Radiation Rebel now requires less ores to reach each reward tier. Bethesda has lowered the amount to 5, 15, 30, and 50 ores. And this is not only the change, we're going to see a buff with the scavengers as well. The next event is Project Paradise. We're going to see a change which will require less food for the troves, and the friendly creatures that we see at the end will now have a resistance buff just like the scavengers. Campfire Tales has received a buff, so when it comes to the fire, before the flames would only last so long and the event would eventually fail if the players were not able to keep the fires up. Most new players should find this comfortable to play now. There is a lot of buffs going on so far, which brings us to free range. The Brahmins are now lifting weights because they are now buffed. They have received a resistance buff as well, and of course, even though they are swole, you will need to give them some love and protect them from death still. The next up is Line in the Sand, has now received a reduced time for completion and reduced the certain wave times. Swarm of Suitors will now have a timer for each wave that comes through, including a last chance wave timer. Tea Time surprisingly has a buff, and the pipes that you must protect have a health boost, and on the top of this, you will no longer see rat ants or ticks. Yet, don't feel down since they have increased the spawn rate for this event. There is also going to be a cooldown with all events so that they do not pop up twice in the server. Not only this, you can see what the event has, and for sure, I cannot forget about the new seasonal event for the new Mothman. Basically, this is something you should be hyped for. The only way you can access this event is by visiting Point Pleasant. There's no nuke requirements. Instead, what you will do is show up to this location every hour, just like Meat Week event or the Foshnot event. You will be able to start this event by locating Clarence. He can be found chilling on top of the Mothman Museum like so. What's cool about this new seasonal event is while it is active, there will be new High Priest cult roaming about. And when you take them out, they will have rewards that is related to this actual event. So you should be set for that if you want those extra chances for those rewards. And now let's get into the new legendary 4-star attributes. The most disappointing thing I believe a lot of you are going to feel is the fact that you're not able to drop these or trade them at all. So that's the unfortunate part. You cannot drop them, but the choices that we have are pretty good. So let's go over a few of them here. The first one that we should start with is the Holler Legendary Mod. This will increase your carry weight by 10%. Next up, Collector's Legendary Mod will increase the effects of the magazines and bobblehead effects by 20%. Daredevil's Legendary Mod, while in combat, when you're sprinting, it will reduce your AP cost by 10%. Elemental Legendary Mod will add 20 resistance to any random element, and this will happen every 5 minutes. Elusive Legendary Mod will increase your jump height and reduce the AP for sprinting. When you are low at health, it will replenish AP too. Guardian Legendary Mod will increase your friends or nearby allies' resistance by 10 and is element. Invigorating Legendary Mod will increase your AP regen for yourself and teammates. Persistent Legendary Mod adds 15 action points, which is meh. Bloody Healer will heal your teammates every time you get a kill, which is just phenomenal. Cheerleader Legendary Mod will restore AP for your teammates every time you're getting a kill for them or getting a kill for yourself. Tomato, tomato. Heavy Header Legendary Mod will have an increased 50% chance to cause an explosion, and then finally Bruiser will have a 50% more damage and 25% resistance. I don't even know what to say. I mean, these mods are great, the effects are great, but the fact that you're not going to be able to drop them is going to be a major downer for a lot of you. I know that for a fact because a lot of you do like to trade, And if the trading's not there, then I don't know what's going to be there for you. I mean, I'm sure you're going to love to grind it out and acquire these, but as far as trading, yeah, just a no-go. Basically, this is it, guys. I wanted to inform you on that important information. If you do enjoy the videos, make sure you give that a thumbs up. That will let everyone know that you do find it legit. I'm going to head on out, and as always, thank you guys. Take care of yourselves out there, and I'll see you on the next video.